Sonny. That's Sonny. Everybody will get really pissed. I know. 100 miles and you take them out? Cold drinks first. All right, guys. So I wrote the questions. Actually out. So
Awesome.
now the first one I'm going to skip because it basically is where you're going tonight. We now know it's up for debate at this stage. But
It is booked.
done.
It is booked as of 2 seconds ago.
Okay. So first question, Sonny, as the elder statesman of this group at 45, what can you tell us about coming back a year later to finish your Trans Am bike race journey? Was you easier on your phone? I will let you know. You guys are next, so get ready.
Yeah. I'm checking into my flight while we
Oh yeah, that's
Multitasking.
see if I can get a seat.
I have finished business to do for this year. I have unfinished business to do for this year. That will be finished tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Okay, now it's you guys. I see that both you, Kate, and Cody are from Minneapolis. Did you already know each other?
No, he's not, but we did.
Kate and Cody. I didn't say son.
Well, he thought that the
No.
was him. Yeah, we did. We've done a couple of races, a few races together.
A few.
Yeah.
Some of them.
When did you find out you were doing the Trans Am bike race together? Don't tell me Astoria.
No.
No. Nick Quinn, who was also in the race, scratched a lot earlier though, due to some knee problems. We kind of all made up our minds somewhere north of Aitken on the Trans Minnesota that we're gonna do this.
Well, there was a 1,200 mile race last summer that we did around Minnesota, and I remember being in a rest stop with Nick Quinn, and he knew I had been planning to do this for about 5-6 years, and he said, I think I'm gonna do Trans Am, and I didn't really think too much of it because it's like a big thing to take on, and you don't know if someone's actually gonna do it. And same thing, Cody I think sent me a message on Instagram and was like, I just signed up for Trans Am, so
Yep.
yeah.
And here you are.
Here we are.
100 miles from the finish.
Yeah.
Congratulations. So for all three of you, best day, worst day, Sonny, you're out. Who's your pass? Best day? Worst day? Wyoming from Lander to Rawlings.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hot.
Hot. Windy? Windy?
Yeah.
Hot.
Hey, I got hailed on. That was also my answer in terms of
Worst day?
Yeah, I had a hailstorm, and Julio was right behind me, like a half mile, and hail started coming down, and the wind started blowing. So I put my foot down, and then the wind blew me over into the highway. And luckily, a car wasn't coming. But that was the first time where it's like, you prepare mentally for things to go to shit and to get hit by a car or whatever, and I was mentally prepared for that, but I was not mentally prepared for the weather to literally potentially destroy me in that way. And that was, I think the next day the crosswind was really strong, and that was the only time I thought about quitting, was just thinking like, I didn't train for the wind to try to kill me, and I think it got other people quit around that time period too, and that was really unsettling.
We heard a lot of racers, by the way, say the wind was brutal this year.
It was really hard. I would just say best moments, because I think what's tricky about these days, it's like, you'd go 100 miles and be like, today's a really good day, and it's going to be a really good day, and then something would just happen, and so I don't know, just all these little moments have been really special. And I think back early on, I was leapfrogging with Drew Hartstone and Andres, who was just one of my favorite people. Yeah, and just getting to share some hard moments and Lolo Pass with Drew, and we had breakfast when he knew he was going to quit before we went our separate ways, and that was really special. And then just, it's morphed into something else at this point, and it's been really, really beautiful.
Congratulations, you're almost done.
Best. I think I'd have to go with moments too. Not a whole day, but I got to ride with Lance, Deanna, and Sonny at the points where they got to continue.
Where they got what?
To continue.
Yeah,
Oh.
they didn't. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
where their race ended last year, and this year they went past that point.
Yep.
Got it.
Pretty darn cool. Oh, worst. The worst would also be somewhere out. Where the heck was that place? Sweetwater Crossing. Getting up to Sweetwater Crossing. I was going up at close to dusk. I thought I could make the next town. I thought I could make the next town before sundown, but on the way up through the gap, whatever that pass is called, there was a sign. And later found out that there was actually a semi tipped over somewhere close to that sign, but it said 50-mile plus crosswinds in the valley.
Someone posted about that.
Yep.
I remember.
So I was going up that night, and I haven't had consistent cell service for like the beginning. So I had no way to check the weather, but I get up there and there's this rain column that just like came up out of nothing, and then just started raining down lightning, and I was on pretty much the peak, and it just started raining lightning around me, and I just rode my bike straight into the ditch and laid on the hillside because there's just lightning bolts, and you could see for 100 plus miles with each lightning strike, which was awesome but terrifying. And the gazelle were all just like hunkered down, making really frightened noises, so that sucked. I just like laid there with my rain gear, waited for everything to go, and then just booked it as hard as I could into 50-mile-an-hour crosswind to a rest stop, I think it was, up there, Sweetwater Crossing. And then I spent the night there because I was not going to go any further. I was terrified.
And now it makes for a great story, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I just slept in my
So,
puppy.
Kate's laughing because the next question is, what is the first thing you want to do after finishing your journey? And it says, no boops
Why
allowed.
aren't boops allowed?
What?
Because after you're done the race, there's nothing else to be booped.
There is.
So Sonny's
So
already
many more
given me his
orders.
answer, and it is
Oh.
I think it was to drink a cold beer.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Have a good beer.
Hug these guys.
You know what? That's sweet. That's a good one.
First thing to do after finishing. Probably just lay on the ground and stop moving.
Okay, so there's been some confusion about what this team is called. I've heard Team Lumpy Plateau, Team No Glory, and Team No Barf. All right, so which one is it?
Okay, it's a combination because first it was Team Lumpy Plateau, which I think was that.
That was Ozarks.
Was it the Ozarks?
Yeah,
Okay.
that was
Cody was looking at
Lumpy
the elevation profile, and then Sonny barfed, and so then it became Team No Barf, No Glory.
Oh, so it's really both of those are
yeah.
one. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad. Thanks for explaining that. I read somewhere, Sonny, that you said when I'm riding, everyone is equal, and I wanted to know if that's still true after these many miles. We enjoy the bike ride all day.
Can you ask like this question, like just so Sonny, bottom one.
Last but not least, Kate, Cody, how did you guys communicate on the road? Did you learn any sign language?
Basically learned shower and
Break.
eat and flat tire and
Show me
wind.
flat tire.
It was just like. At first I was just texting, but then realized that he showed me this app Cardzilla, which is what I think you guys are using, so this much bigger font.
So
And so just messaging. That,
here's a question that could be here for another day for. Why do you do this? Do you see it? Yep. I love to ride my bike. Simple enough. Open roads.
It is the only time that my brain calms down is to just have nothing to do but move
Ride.
forward. And that's a really nice thing. I think I planned for this for so long, and I was reading Janie's blogs and everyone's blogs and researching gear and all this work going into it. And I remember we shared a hotel in Astoria, and just the sense of like everything is done now, and it was such a beautiful thing that just had to move forward at this point. And even going back now, it's like it's done. It's done. I'm gonna start this kind of post Trans Am life. Even if I do it again, all that work has been kind of established, and it'll be easier the next time, preparation wise.
Yeah.
And why do you do it?
Why do I do it? I'm an explorer. I like to see what's out there. This is all new.
Yeah.
Pretty much it.
Awesome. Thanks for your time, guys.
Thank you
You've been an
so
inspiration to all of us. I don't know whether you know that or not. I always say dot watchers and chasers and trail angels get more out of it than we put into it. So thanks for your time.
I was one too. I mean, I tried to be one. I found out about it from the REI marketing video of Lael when she was trying to do the AZT trail, and that video ended with it saying that she was training for Trans Am. And so I dot watched that year, and I had never done anything sports related at all. And watching it that year, and it's just like, this is why people love sports. I mean, it's just so exciting. And my mom and I went to go visit my aunt in Idaho, and at that point Thomas wasn't too far away, and so we went searching for him, and we didn't end up finding him. I think he was in a hostel or something, but I totally get that rush of wanting to see and help and hear stories.
I'll let Sonny wrap it up then. He says, it is only temporary pain while during the bike race. and when we can look back and we will laugh about it. True. True. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.